Welcome back to South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash, and today you join me inside this wonderful, beautiful Kia Sonet 1.5 EX model. So those cars powered by 1.5 petrol engine, produces 85 kilowatts and 144 newton meters of torque. So before we get into how the car feels to drive and how it is to drive, let's talk about the looks. From the front, this car looks very beautiful. When I first got it, I had seen pictures of the car and I've seen it on the road. I really liked how it looked in the front. I was just not a fan of the back at all. I didn't like it, but like I was stuck between two minds. Do I like it or I don't like it? And then I've had it for the past week, and somehow it has grown on me, honestly, you know. So the back, I'm starting to like it. I didn't expect me to be saying that, but I'm starting to like the back. And then the overall look of the car, very beautiful, especially in this color. I'm not too sure the specifics of this color, but I'll put it down there. But this color is blue right now, but I'll give you the exact name of the color. So this car looks very beautiful in this color. I've seen ones in white, I've seen ones in some type of gray. It doesn't pop as much as this specific one, you know. So looks wise, I prefer this one. I'll tell you, go for this specific color. There's also that red that I've seen. It's also a good color. So now moving into the interior of the car. The car feels, for its price, it doesn't feel like its price. It feels more expensive than its actual price. This car's priced at 284,995,000 rand. That's from June. I don't know currently. But that's the price of the car. But it feels as if it's a car over 300,000 rand easily. I asked people, like, look, have a look at this car. How much do you think it is? Someone said 400,000. I'm like, no, it's actually not even that much. So the car does feel good, especially inside the interior. Basing it on its competitors, I haven't been in its competitors like other cars except for the Suzuki Vitara, and basing it on that, it feels much better, well built. There's more effort into this. The steering wheel as well, it's a very beautiful steering wheel. I like how it's flat bottomed, so it has that sporty feel. The leather that's covering the steering wheel is not the leather you'd find in a car priced at 284,995 rand, you know. So for that, this car offers a lot. So now this car has a 8-inch infotainment system. That 8-inch infotainment system supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. But here's the catch. Well, it's not a catch, but it's wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so no cables needed. And that's a very nice feature looking at the price of the car. You know, this car comes with rear park distance control and a reverse camera with guidelines. The Kia Picanto also had their reverse camera with guidelines. I think Kia's reverse cameras always have guidelines, and that's very nice. When you turn the steering wheel, it's telling you that the car's gonna end up here, you know. So that's a very nice feature. So now that I've told you about the interior of the car and what the car has, now it's very important to talk about the drive of the car and how that 85 kilowatts and 144 newton meters of torque come into play. So those cars made it a 6-speed manual. Now there's the sweet spot. I'm sure you guys can guess where the sweet spot is. That's 6th gear. This car, Kia claims an average fuel consumption of 7 liters to the 100. I'm currently averaging 6.5 right now. Like there's like an overall drive from when I had it. I'm averaging 6.5. But I did reset it when I was on the highway and I was stuck between 120 and 110, somewhere there. And the car went down to 5.4. So on the highway you could see a very less figure than that. The only time you will see a figure above 7 on the Kia claims is when you're trying to get the power of the car, when you're pushing it. I did do that. I did like go through the gears as like a boy racer, but not too much, like go through the gears just to see if the fuel consumption would go up, and it went up. But I didn't feel the fuel consumption being gone or the fuel being eaten, if I should say. but the fuel consumption figure does go up. That's the only time it does go up. But other than that, driving like this, no, I haven't seen 7 driving like this, and I don't think we'll ever will. So that 6th gear plays a role into 2 things. It makes the fuel efficiency of the car much better, 1. 2, it makes the drive of the car feel much nicer, especially on highway. The car doesn't scream or hang, if I should say. It really sits down because of that 6th gear, so the revs lie lower than if you're in a 5-speed. So that's one thing I don't like about the Brezza not having, you know. So if the Brezza had that, yeah, it'd be very tough. But I'm comparing this to the Brezza because the direct competitors that have driven the Brezza, so I'm not gonna name any other car besides the Brezza. So this and the Brezza, comparing that, this is an advantage. Like gearbox wise, this is an advantage with the 6th gear. That's it. The Brezza has the advantage of being a better drive, like going through the gears and the clutch, the Brezza. So it's 1-1. But back to the Kia. It drives really well. It also feels really well when driving. You hit speeds. For example, you'll be doing 120, but in your head, because of how comfortable the car is, you feel like you're doing 80, 100. 120 doesn't feel like 120, you know. The speed you're doing, it doesn't feel like that speed. And on a flat surface, not going uphill or anything like that, the car is punchy. The car does get to speed not very quickly, but it does get to speed quicker than you think it should, you know, if that makes sense. The floor and the power figures is the Newton meters, 144. That's not bad, Newton meters of torque, but you do feel it when you're going up a hill or a slope where, you know, sometimes you'd be on like a gear 4, and then if you had more Newton meters, you could easily go up to gear 4. But this one, you're gonna need to take it down to 3 to get the punch out of the car to get it moving. But once it gets moving, it easily carries out. So in that regard, the Newton meters of torque is not a bad thing, but then if it has slightly more, the car would be perfect. But it is perfect right now as it is. So now we add 3 things I like, 3 things I don't like about the car. And in the car there is 3 things I don't like and 3 things I do like. So you know how we do it, yeah? Always start with the bad, so we end off with the good. Let me just turn and I'll tell you the bad. The bad, 3 things I don't like. And this is something that could easily be a train smash for me. I would have to think long and hard when I look at what the competitors have. The first thing is the fact that this car doesn't have LED headlamps. Yes, it's halogen lights. That's something which I don't like at all. In this day and age, and especially looking at how well built this car is and how much thought went into making this car, I would think that it should come with LED headlamps, but no, this is halogen. So, and comparing it to the competitors, they have LED headlamps. So it would be something I would think about, not like, okay, I'm gonna go for the Kia Sonet. I'm like, Kia Sonet, oh, it doesn't have LED headlamps, and I'd have to think long and hard. We're able to live with halogens, you know. But that's one. So number 2, what I don't like is the instrument cluster. The instrument cluster, you can see the revs, good, but you can't see the speed. The speed is digital, so when you're driving, it will tell you 60, 70, 80. Some people do like that. I like to see the old-fashioned type of needle, if I should say. Like, I should see the car go through 60, 70, 80. Like, then when I'm doing 120, I should know that it's sitting on 120. So now with the digital speed, you just see numbers. That's it. I don't like that. I feel like somehow they could have found a way to integrate the whole speed reading thing, but that's just me. I don't like that. That's 2. So the third thing that I don't like is the rear seats. They don't have a 60-40 split, meaning for through loading, if I'm gonna put, let's just say, a camp chair, right, and a camp chair obviously won't fit like this way straight in, so I'm gonna have to take one of the seats down. So a car that has 60-40 split, I could drop a seat on the left hand side, right, and then keep these ones on the right hand side up, you know. But because doesn't have a 60-40 split, if you want to drop the left-hand side seats, you have to drop the right-hand side seats. So it's all or nothing. Literally, it's all or nothing. So in that regard, there's a third thing I don't like. Now onto the good. Onto the good. Let's get it. First thing I like. It has to be the look of the car. Oh, the car looks very beautiful. From the front. In this color. Oh my god, it looks very beautiful. That's one that I like. Two, the steering wheel. You know, Kia and me and I, we best mates when it comes to steering wheel. I like Kia steering wheels. That's the second thing I like. The third thing I like about this car is the sixth gear. So now we're at that point where, now we've done the good things and the bad things I don't like. Now we're at that point where, do I like the car? Would I buy the car? Would I recommend the car? Do I like the car? Definitely. Would I buy the car? No. I'm not the target market. That's the only reason I don't buy the car, because I'm the target market. I'm not looking for a car like this. You know, I'm still young. 3, would I recommend the car? Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Do I like the car? Definitely. It looks very beautiful. It's amazing to drive. I've done over 700 Ks in this car. It looks beautiful. It drives beautifully. The sixth gear, man, like overall feel of the car is just amazing. You know, there isn't something where I'll be like, man, I don't, you know what, this car, I don't like it. I'm not gonna drive it. No, I've been driving it the whole time. Every day I've had this car, I went out. When there's no need for me to go out, I went out. Now would I recommend this car? Definitely. If someone came to me and said, Nikki, I'm looking at the Kia Sonet, what else would you say I should look at? I'll tell you that the Kia Sonet offers so much, and for that price point, it could be the best in its segment. It could be. I haven't driven the others. That's what I would say. It could be the best in its segment. But go and drive the Suzuki Vitara Brezza and make your decision. Whatever decision you make from that, you won't regret. The Kia Sonet is just, you know, even if you walked into a Kia dealership and you'd be like, can I have the Kia Sonet? I'll swipe it now, and you walk out. So when you drive it, you won't be like, I bought the wrong car. Nothing like that. So recommending it to someone, I'll definitely recommend it to someone. There is nothing here in this car that would make you want to take this car back to the dealership after 3 months of ownership or a month of ownership. There's cars that you do drive and then after a few months you'll be like, I'm tired of this car, I don't want this car, I'm not enjoying it. Those cars you enjoy it nonetheless. Buy it in the 6-speed manual. The automatic gearbox, I am not too sure if it comes in a normal automatic gearbox or as a CVT, but I will write in the description below what in automatic, what it comes with and how much it costs. So we've come to the end of the review. So did you like it? I'm just joking. Anyway, please remember, comment down below. It could be anything that you like about this car. Comment down below. You like the color, comment I like the color. You like the look of the car, comment you like the look. You like the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, comment I like it. I like it when you guys comment. It makes me keep track of the people that are on par with my reviews or watching my reviews, you know, because one day what if I decide to bless my followers, my subscribers with something amazing, and I'm like, because I've seen you're always watching my reviews and you're always commenting, here's something, you know. So please do comments, please do like, and I know you're already subscribed, so yeah, I don't need to tell you subscribe. So I'm Nicky Nash from City, South Africa. Keep it locked. Let's smoke.